against the storm. Look at that. So professional. Alright. So we're going to be forwards. Oh, no, wait, we're doing Corrosive Torrent. Awkward. Maybe. mm, hmm. Do I want to do a Coral Forest game to get Dangerous Lands done? Or do I want to do, like, the third Marshlands game in a row to get Corrosive Torrent done? I don't know, man. Let's just play another Marshlands game. Change the title again. Highway to the... what's this modifier called? Corrosive Torrent Zone. Highway to the Corrosive Torrent Zone. Good enough. Alrighty. So how are we going to want to handle this? Corrosive Torrent just means that you don't get resources back when you destroy a building. That's pretty much it. And we don't destroy a lot of buildings, really. So, Marshlands is low on fertile soil, humans are slightly less good, but lizards are really good if you have a trapper's camp. I think I'm just pulled towards beavers. They've got some extra refined food. They come with a bunch of coal. They come with pottery. But then this is workforce. Alright, I've talked myself into it. I've talked myself into workforce. We're going to bring... We have clay, so we don't really need to bring more. We could bring boards to speed things up. We could bring fabric to speed things up. And then we'll just say, don't use any coal. We'll save that for potential glade events. That should be fine. And then let's play the soundtrack. I don't know why you stopped. Oh my god, so loud. Hang on. There we go. Alright, so third Marshlands game in a row. Let's go get this taken care of. I swear after this we'll play a different zone. Or a different biome. We're going to have one path come all the way out here. You can't go any further. You can go a bit further. And then this is going to come down here and just be a 4x4. Woodcutters camps are going to be working towards Forbidden Glades. So that would be... You're weird to get to. One here. It's a long way to cut, but one there. And then the third one is going to be up here. So, I don't know, probably here. I don't really see any glades that are super easy to reach first season, but we're probably not looking to open one first season. Turn all of that off. And then what are the mysteries we've got? Plus 3 to mushrooms production. And we get mushrooms out of these trees, so that'll be nice. And then fuel efficiency is lower, pay copper ore, or else lightning destroys 3 buildings. That's rough. Wow, these are all kind of rough. And they're all at 3. We really want to stay underneath 3. And I can't mitigate any of these? Can't mitigate that. Can't mitigate that. We need to have very few villagers this game. Carpenter gives us a nice source of planks early on. Kiln gives us a nice source of coal, though, and we could use coal to finish glade events. It also lets us do 1-star jerky, which is fine. Let's secure fuel first, because coal can also be our means of doing glade events. And then I feel like we gotta take something that makes coats, and Smithy also lets us do simple tools, so that seems pretty good. And then we kind of get to take a carpenter anyway, but I don't really want to double up on simple tools. Could take barrels and training gear. 3-star barrels would really extend how far we can push barrels. 2-star training gear means that we could do training gear for lizards and harpies. But then planks are really important. Alright, fine. Give me... I don't love taking carpenter here, but give me carpenter here, because last time planks were such an issue. Let's learn from our mistakes. So we'll do, like... You like that, and we can get you up immediately, because we brought a bunch of refined resources. Kiln and smithy we can't. We're going to need a post for them, a workstation for them. And then we're also going to need a scavenger's camp, like right there. Priority 3, priority 3, priority 2, and priority 1. Priority 1. Never make planks, never make fabric. We'll be good for a bit. I just need you to make bricks to start. Take me to like 4. You take me to like 15. Take me to 30. Impossible to have too many tools, and then don't make those. And you can use either of those, and you should only use planks. Should be good enough to go. And then we're also going to need houses. We've got a leech broodmother there. We could also build a trader's post right here. But I think the first dangerous glade we're going to go for is probably this one and this one. Let's get people in here. Humans. Get like one lizard in there. And then we're out of wood, but we'll be collecting some. And food should be okay, thanks to this mushrooms after rain. Anytime they hit mushrooms, we actually get 4 mushrooms. It's only 15% on the tree, but every time we hit it, we get 4. Like right there. That also means that flour will be a little easier to make. Interesting. We could commit to training grounds really early. Did we take a building that produces training gear? Smithy does. No, Smithy doesn't. Kiln doesn't. Carpenter doesn't. We did not. But we do have harpies and lizards. And I'm never, like, super impressed with woodpecker technique. I'm also not really impressed with leftover crops, because we're probably not going to be growing anything. So give me training grounds. And let's really prioritize getting a building that produces training weapons and a building that uses training weapons as a service item. You're going to cut through here. And you are going to cut like all the way through here. Orders. Lizards to 13, we can do that very easily. Do I care about it more than reinforced needles and mold supply? I think so, because this is a ton of materials that we don't have access to right now. Spend 15 copper to get +1 to copper bars production. Spend 5 tools to get a bunch of building materials. I don't think that's super important, so let's take tools as a reward. And then this is just +1 to a bunch of stone production for things we're probably going to do anyway, so let's grab that. Now, for lizards, here's what we do. We make a kiln. We'll stick you like back there. And then clear those 2 trees. And then put you in here. Give me one of you out of here. We will have... I think a kiln employs 3 people, maybe 2 people. Anyway, we're going to go 30, 20, and you can use coal for this, and you can go like 40. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs that lizards enjoy. We only have 6 lizards. We can house them all, and we can push this to 13 very, very quickly. We might not even need to favor them. It's not going to happen until the kiln goes up, but once the kiln goes up, they should be pretty excited about life overall. This is also going to be a game where it's really important that we remember to take woodcutters off of stuff when the storm starts, because a bunch of these we don't even want to accidentally trigger. Although I guess now that I look at Cloudburst, it's not horrible, it's just an extra -6 during storm. But storm's only ever like 2 minutes long. So it makes storm harder, but it doesn't, like, make the resolve penalty linger into drizzle when we might want to be getting reputation for high resolve. Maybe it's not that bad. You can now come up... Oh, you can't. You have one more tree to go. Let me turn you off. I will move you out here. This is going to come all the way up through here eventually. Except for that last one. And then I'll stick that there, and then we could open both of those glades. And this one if we wanted. There's like 4 dangerous glades we could open if we wanted to. Part of me also wants to set up like a spark dew collector just in case there's a mystery that uses spark dew, because we've got harpies. But how about one thing at a time? You're done, you say. Then why is it the case that you are not building a kiln? Because it's not prioritized and they're working on roads. Make it priority. And then once you're done with that, keep these roads going. But this is important to build. There you go. This will be a nice renewable source of fuel, which it feels like we have not had for a couple games. So that'll be a nice little luxury for us. You're good. You're working on planks. That's fine. Could also put a lizard house back here. It would look nice because this is also like a lizard-themed building. In fact, I think I will do that. Look at how nice that'll be. You just need to find 2 extra bricks. Okay, so now we go, you come out of here for now. You guys come out of here, and then we go lizard, 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 lizard. That puts them at 12. We're going to need to build a lizard house. So shave you for now. Keep 2 of you in here. Should be fine. You can stop doing that. Give me all this clay back. Just deliver the goods that you have in there. Let your friends in the kiln do it slightly more efficiently. And then build 1 lizard house. And prioritize this. I think I could finish this before storm hits. You're doing fine. You're like mostly done with planks already. You're making jerky. Oh, that'll also make them happy. In fact, does everyone eat jerky? Everyone here eats jerky. That makes Trapper's Camp significantly more important. Okay, so you're gonna get housed. You're done with work. You can leave. You can come and like help build or something. And then 1 of you is gonna work in here. 1 of you is gonna go in the fireplace. Or I guess the hearth as some people call it. 8. 9, 14. So let's get that done. You can come over here. Hold it for 30 seconds, we can do that easy. And then what does this get us? 30 meat, 2 more lizards. I'll take workforce. I'll take workforce any day. It's a little framey on my end, and I'm not sure why. Computer's been weird lately. Maybe I should, like, turn it off tonight and have it run through a couple updates. Okay, there's that done. Turn it in, get 2 more lizards. Have one work here. Switch this back to a harpy. I mean, you really don't need to be doing anything in here. We might need you to make fabric eventually, but not right now. And then for rep, we gotta take Trapper's Camp here if Trapper's Camp is gonna show up. Because of how important jerky is to keeping everyone here happy. We need to generate as much meat as possible. So prioritize that. I can spare you a second lizard before storm. Let's just do it now so we don't forget. Get me down to 0. Just so we've got some builders. And then our third pick was a smithy. What does smithy do for us? Gives us coats. We can't really do coats yet. Give me lizard. Harpies will go to 1, we should be fine. And then we could even start working on a little bit of decor. Decor and housing. Both of you are ready to go pretty much whenever, so come down here. And we'll do this one when storm is over. We are at 14 coal because you're using it all for jerky, but you're also making it. So if we need to, we can just hit this, and that'll push it back into storage, and then we could grab it for a Glade event. And you should have plenty of blanks. Because that's all those guys have been doing in there. Oh, you know what? I was going to start playing these on Prestige 1 and I totally forgot. Oh well, we'll get it next game. Dangerous modifier is not a glade that should mix things up that much. There's no reason that we couldn't have done this on P1. So let's get people housed. That'll help us get through, like, level 1 storm next season. What do we have the materials to build? I think human houses are just breaking wood. Yeah, we'll be able to do that. Although we do need to find a stone source, or a brick source. Could also be copper. 4 crystallized dew for every 20 resin is good, but not on this map. We are going to have a lot of villagers with the brawling need fulfilled. And I don't know that I care that much about mist piercers. But then maybe I do. But then maybe I just want a cornerstone that works for us right now. I'm going to reroll it. Discovering a glade grants 5 tools. Gain a rep every time you sell goods worth 60 amber. A trade hub is a win con, and we could be doing a lot of trading on this map. But improvised tools is also pretty good. I'll take trade hub. Trade hub's a way to win. And then open me this glade up. And then also, like, give me every woodcutter. You bring 20 herbs. We only have 2 harpies right now. We might want a couple more. This one's pretty balanced, actually. We'll take that. And this is mostly because I want to have both of these woodcutters' huts staffed up. I'm still of the mind that I don't want to go crazy on population this game. But I think the faster we can start, the better we'll be later. So let's start as fast as possible. This is just stuff. Don't care. Send it to the Citadel. This is a kiln. I don't need that. We'll be salvaging it. This is stone. We will want to get a stonecutter's camp set up. And then here is a nice mine location once we have enough tools to crack it. Gives us 6 artifacts. We could send it to the Citadel. Low on fuel? No, at this point you can start burning coal. And then make coal at priority 1. And then in here, get ready to start using stone. You're not low on fuel, just calm down. The kiln is going to kick in and you'll be just fine. I am going to need a couple idle people. Oh, there's a third leech brood mother. I'm going to need a couple idle people to handle these totems, so we'll probably have to trim down to... I can trim this guy. And then if I'm desperate, I can trim him. But I think 2 people should be enough to just work all the totems that pop up without compromising our wood production. Because compromising our wood production compromises our coal production, so we can't afford to do that. First totem's up, investigate. And then get me to 4 bricks, because I really want to salvage that. It's a lot of meat. Lizards are at 9 resolve right now. They could go to 15 with a bit of favoring. Although favoring is going to be slower since we took a trade hub. And then where else can I borrow people from? I really don't need 2 people here. I'd rather have you start making bricks so I can make species housing. Have 18 crops? No, I don't think so. To get a bunch of stuff that's not going to do anything for us? I definitely don't think so. Yeah, absolutely, that'll happen. And +1 to jerky. I mean, we're just automatically going to get this in 2 minutes. There's no way it doesn't happen. We still have a bunch of meat. We still have 25. Get some stone coming in. Second fishman totem's up. We can handle that. You've got 2.5 minutes to go. Fuel is only looking scary right now because they're working on a lot of coal and they're hoarding a lot of it to make jerky. It's not as scary as it looks. And then you are out of stuff to do after you're done with those roots. So that'll free up 1 more laborer. And as soon as that leech broodmother is gone, we can build a second house here. That will take care of housing needs, and all of that should be done before storm. Okay. Here's the new totem. We will have 1 more totem pop, and then we'll be good. Thank you for telling me. I do know. Are you a lumber's camp? You are. You can come like here, and you can come like here. And then we can get our other decor items in. And then for species housing, we can just get like 2 human huts here. There's jerky done. Deliver it. It does give us 2 extra people, but it also makes our jerky production a lot more efficient. And now, both leatherworker and bakery are looking really good. Did we take that 3-star barrel building? No. So we could take leatherworker, because this is a map where we could make water skins pretty easily. It's just meat and leather, and we're going to have a lot of both. It's also pretty good at fabrics. What else would I take? Butcher's like a slightly better kiln. Also gives us a way to make oil. Bakery we don't have the flour for yet, and we don't have a good trajectory for flour, and bakery does nothing until you have flour. So it's either butcher or leather worker. We don't have a clear trajectory for oil, except using up even more meat. I don't think there's a difference in the fuel efficiency for jerky in a butcher. I mean, it is a way to make skewers. How many people like skewers? Lizards and harpies. And it doubles our jerky. Okay, fine. I talked myself into it. We'll make a butcher. And you can fit right here. So we still eventually need a way to make fabric, but not right now. You don't have 4 bricks yet. But we can double staff these gathering camps for a little bit to get these taken care of. We're going to go Sans Builder for a little, but that's the last Fishman totem that's popping up. You're almost done. Need a way to get metal so that we can clear these simple tools so we can put a mine there. Not exactly sure how that's going to be done yet. Maybe another glade will have an answer. This path can be extended a bit further. And then this will also give us our first amber from looting this event. We get 20 from it, so we'll be looking at doing a trading post for that. I'm tempted to take Forager's Camp just because we know we're going to be opening Forbidden Glades, rather than reroll it. However, we do have a source of fertile soil right here. And Crystallized Dew would let us make a lot of tools, so I think even though I want Forager's Camp, I kind of have to take Forester's Hut, because it will enable our tools production. And then we're going to have to cut a lot of trees to make this workable. It's going to be like all of those. So you come back over there. You guys almost done with this route yet? 8 left? Alright. I can wait. Hostility looks like it's going to be 2 this season because we're waiting for a totem to go away. Although you guys are almost done with this event. As soon as you're done grabbing that last set of items, we'll be able to allocate you somewhere else, probably to this. Although you also need brick still. Anyway, you're going to use jerky, and you're going to use eggs or roots or berries, like whatever you can find to make 50 of these. You're going to make 50 of these. You're going to use both meat and insects. You're going to use coal for fuel. And then oil you're not going to do just yet. But eventually we might get to a point where you use wheat and plant fiber for that. Alright, now you guys are working on these 2. You're down to 3. Still don't have 4 bricks. What is the status of bricks in here, you guys? You've got 2? And you're just waiting for the opportunity to make more because you're catching up on the coal backlog. I gotcha. I understand. Can we get down to 1? We can. And we can get down to 1 and we'll still have a couple woodcutters to spare. That's good. You're done. So carry those roots away and then we'll be moving you somewhere temporarily, but also taking you off of that project for right now. That's probably going to mean one of you is going in there and one of you is going to be a builder for a little bit. So you just come over here until I figure out what to do with you. Let's set up our trading post. Actually, one of you should probably get in here and cut trees down. We're falling behind on wood because we're still not caught up on coal. I told you to make 30. So we just hit 30. Now we should see our wood rebound a little bit here pretty soon. Also, I just noticed these 3 giant leech brood mothers. we are going to have no issues with meat. We could even use meat for oil here, maybe, if we're really conservative about how much oil we make and we don't use it for fuel. We could use meat and oil, and we could say, like, make it until you have 30, and that's about it. Lizards are good at this building. So let's get one out of a woodcutter's camp, because we're going to need to manage hostility here pretty soon. We'll have 3 of you. I want to keep you guys working on that farm field, so actually let me take out of this. And then how many extras can I have? I can maybe get like 1 more. No, I can't even get 1 more. Well, no, I can. I'll be able to afford that resolve penalty. I'll actually be able to afford that resolve penalty pretty easily. The only problem is that you are in the spot where I need to put the camp. So you're going to come back over here. You're going to come in here. I'm going to set up you right here. You don't have 4 bricks yet, but you'll be there soon, I believe. You're working on 2. We have another 2 in storage. You're going to go to 1. This doesn't trigger any of our mysteries. We'll be fine this season. So give me 1 person working in here, getting caught up on planks. And I could even have 2 of you in here, as long as we don't go over 3. Did I do math wrong? Why is my math wrong? Oh, because it's... I know why my math is wrong. Because it's -4, and then it's -4 per hostility. So it's actually -12 and not -8. So we gotta do that. Again, I'd like to remind you, you're not low on fuel. It's only because the butcher stole 28 of it. We have a lot more than you think. Possibly not as much as you like, but a lot more than you think. Do not make resin. Should also give them like a slightly easier way to walk over here, which is going to be putting a road in here. So it's going to come like that, and then like this. And then we're going to staff this with a bunch of people, and that is going to be our source of tools as soon as we get the tool shop up. Which is probably going to go like here. You are almost gone, and then we can put the second house in. That will be 6 more housing spots. You are double staffed, that's good. Okay, 1 more house. Trado shows up after the storm. We have 26 amber available for him. Copper's going well. Bricks are not, but we did manage to find 4 somewhere. Get in here and salvage this, and then show me cornerstones. +2 to leather production is super interesting. Because we're gathering a lot of leather. We're gathering it off of trees, we're also gathering it off of broodmothers. So I think we absolutely pick that. And then you're willing to give us a small farm, don't care. Viceroy Survival Guide, probably do care. Pottery production, don't really care. However, we do need to sell goods. So do we have anything we'd be willing to give you? Not really. I'm just going to sit on the amber for now. Do we take people? If they bring us a tool, maybe, but then I think like we gotta be done. We gotta be done taking people in after this. The rest of this workforce is gonna need to make do with what we've got. We're gonna have to bounce people around between buildings. They're just gonna have to find a way to deal. Anyway, let's get all of this metal planted. Let's get 1 more person salvaging this. We don't quite have the coal to open up another glade, but we could kick all the coal out of these buildings. If we really wanted to. This trapper is 15 of 19. I'm going to move you here so I can get a smithy up, so that I can prepare for eventual tool production. And then do I have spare people to make woodcutters? Yeah, I've got one. Can't really take you guys off yet. Can't take you guys off yet, although I would bet eventually I'll probably only need one person to work in here once we get caught up on oil. I think one person will be able to keep up with the jerky and skewers demands of our people. Also, we're about to start ticking resolve, which is great news. Yeah, lizards are going to start ticking it. This is going to give us a bunch of extra jerky and meat. I'd love to set up like a second trapper's camp, but this is about to go away, and I don't think we'll need to, because they'll be working on that for a while. So where else can I get some labor from? Because I want to get more people into here. Well, when the butcher finishes, or when the kiln finishes, I'll have 3 more people that I can get. And then we open probably this and just go for that Forbidden Glade. If we were going to do a second hearth, we would do it here. So we do need to clear up there anyway. I'm going to let you finish that little corridor. You can come up here, though. And you can open this up. And as long as we don't get boned by a mystery that really stacks our hostility up super high, that should be fine. We still have 0 wood, which is crazy. Don't ever use it for fuel. I don't think you should. I guess it's all getting eaten by our coal production, to be fair. Okay, you are going to make simple tools like this. Yeah, you can use both, sure. Make 30 of them. You're also going to make coats, so you've got like 50. We need a more efficient fabric building, though, soon. And then packs of trade goods, not yet. Just give me one person working in there for now. The second person I want up here very briefly. Just to open this glade, because I want to make sure we have enough time to solve whatever event is in there. You are down to 7 charges. Then we'll be able to upgrade our hub again. Come on, one more time. No, not that tree. You're going to wait for your friend to come and do it? Alright, fine. Also, what do we get for Lost in the Woods? +1 to stone and clay. Tempted to open a small glade to do that, just to finish it. -8 to global resolve, totally handleable. Not a problem at all. I really would like to have Scouts pack, but I really would like to not have 5 more people, so this is getting sent to the Citadel. You also have a ranch. I don't think we're going to have enough to produce reliably out of that. Is this another kiln? No, it's just a single lizard house. I'd rather salvage that. And then this is a cooperage. That's actually kind of interesting. We have a good source of training gear in growing metal. I might be rebuilding that. And then for the next hub, I think I need to clear out just like this 4x4 square. So if you could get started on that now that you're done. I'd like you to be done with stones soon, so that I can have you do something else. I'm gonna hope that this is 4 minutes, right? Yeah, it's 4 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna finish that just barely before storm hits. Brawling's definitely going to happen. And I'd love to find a clan hall. I'd love to get all this stuff, but I can't guarantee that I will. I basically need to pick clan hall if I see it, and then all of these are so good. But we have to find clan hall. And then we've already got a kiln. We will have 40 copper to get +1 to bricks and a bit of fuel. Sure. So here, take me up to like 50. So that we can finish that deed. Or that order, whatever they're called. Did I find anything to pick in this glade? No. I found a coal mine, I found a box, and I found some insects. So even more stuff for the gatherer's hut to do. The trapper's camp, I mean. You're at 3 charges left. Also some nice road infrastructure left in here. That's always good to see. 8 planks to get 10 planks and 20 jerky we'll want to do. 4 fabric to get 60 of that we'll want to do. 4 and 4. We could do this now and rebuild it, but we don't need the training gear yet, so we can have it sit there and wait for a little bit. And then I gotta start thinking seriously about making fabric. We definitely get enough leather that we can just blow through some, right? Go to 10. And then give me one of you after you're done with this jerky. I'll be taking you out of here. Have you hit 30 oil yet? 25. You're close. You're very close. Okay, you're done working here, and you're going to come in here. And we're still under 3 for storm season, which is great news. But man, we need to find a clan hall like nobody's business. You're going to come up here in preparation for this second hub. You're not making progress on coal because we don't have enough wood. I think we're actually using coal up faster than we can produce it, but once we hit 50 jerky, that should be okay. You're making coats in here. Our metal harvest did come in. We have 15. And it looks like we're going to have more. What are you doing? Are you prepping the fields for storm right now? There's one more plant to pick. What are you guys doing? Oh, there's still crops there to pick. You're making metal. Okay. That's going to give us all the tools we need. Does this box have anything worth taking? No, just a ton of food. You're going to the Citadel. You are going to the Citadel. Is that true, or should we take artifacts? Yeah, we don't want any of this other crap, though. Like, none of these people actually care about the luxury need at all. We can put our second human house in. And then all of our humans will be very excited. We can bring that down. You're not really doing anything anymore, so you can come and clear that. And then we can put our decor in whenever we find the wood. And the free builders. That should be finishing soon. Don't have 8 boards yet. Don't have 4 fabric yet. But it's all coming. All in due time. And you guys should both be working on tools now, which is going to eat planks, which is going to eat wood. I gotta, like, if I see Woodcutter's Prayer, I think I have to take it. I need to do something about metal production, or wood production right now. This is going to be minus 12. Everyone will be fine. You're going to be carrying Amber away for a little bit. I think this insect nest might need to be priority for the hub to go down. Yeah, that insect nest needs to be prioritized. And then why don't you guys just prioritize insects in general to get that cleared out? We also need to take a hub mitigation cornerstone here or a hostility mitigation cornerstone here pretty soon. It's going to become increasingly important. Okay, we just got 2 free builders back because they're done with their event. Still no fabric, it's all going to be going into coats. Still not making forward progress on coal. You can come out of there. And I can't afford to put you in here this season, but after this season ends, you will be turning into a woodcutter because I need more wood. I almost wonder if I should do like this. How many need to go in there? One more needs to go in there. I wonder if I should do like this. And have them all be woodcutters when the season rolls over. Human house is done. Humans are thrilled. We're going to have 2 people taking resolve next season. So that'll be good. And we're done taking people. Protected trade is hostility management. That means I need to figure out how I can be making packs of provisions. Okay, get in here. Get working. Favor you. I just need a little more to take it over. Show me either clan hall or show me something that makes provisions at like 2 stars or higher. Either or, I'm not picky. Or a fabric building. Show me like a leather worker. I would take a leather worker at this point. Should get started on some aesthetics decorations. I'll just do a row of 5 of them back here. .1 per minute. Roughly. How close are you to being done? 7 of 19. Your job up here is done, so why don't you come back down here and be closer to the storage building. You have made a tool. That's probably because you're short on planks. No, you have 6 in waiting. It's still probably because you're short on planks. But you are at least waiting for some to show up. This is wood season. We need to chop as much wood as humanly possible. I will look at people. None of these are good enough to come in. Yeah, dude, content's dead. We finished at like, I don't know, when it, literally when the chapter marker switches over to Against the Storm is when we were done. It wasn't that there was nothing to fight, it was that we couldn't find a group that was our size. We were like 20, and we had the option of fighting VP, which was like 15, or we had the option of fighting BBC, which is like 45. There was no real middle ground that we could live in. Forager's Camp I would buy. Herbalist Camp I'd also buy. Can I afford both of these? 27, 31, and I've got 32. I can, but I also want to buy boots. Can I sell mushrooms? I can, and they're worth 0.2. Okay, hang on. I'd be willing to sell 100 of these. I get a lot, Sahilda. That brings us to exactly 20, and it's 16 amber. It's exactly lethal. So trade me. Buy me, buy me, buy me. Beautiful. Now, you can collect even more mushrooms. And we get +3 to mushroom production in Drizzle. This is good. Show me Clan Hall. You have not shown me Clan Hall. I will be using my free reroll, because you haven't shown me any of the 3 buildings I want. You've technically shown me something I asked for. And it gives us flour off of mushrooms, which is pretty good. So I will take it, and I will not complain too much. You are making planks. I want you to do that at priority 1. So if you can't make planks, then you can do other things. You can let other people worry about tools. Now, I need to find how the hell I'm going to get people into an herbalist camp with these critical labor issues that we have in this village. Don't immediately have a plan for how to do that. I think, though, it would start with salvaging this building. Not gonna have the planks. You're not gonna have the planks. Don't even look. Don't even think about it. We do still have minor housing issues, but we can at least get this hearth in for a little bit of global resolve. You can move over here. You're going to go here. This is going to be a warehouse. And then we'll just have another road here. That'll come across like that. And then this will probably be houses up here. So why don't you come back up here and get rid of this tree? Why don't you work really hard on that nest? Yeah, you read my mind. This path is going to come out this way. This cache needs to go whenever you guys are done with tools. Next round of metals coming in. Coal is up to 21. It's improving. We still have insane wood issues, but it is improving. We also don't have a free builder. Is that because you are salvaging this building? It is. So that's good to know. We could also just like mine coal. Then we wouldn't have to turn all this wood into coal. So maybe we do open this box first. Shouldn't take that many more tools to get us over the threshold. I think I am going to do that. Because if I can offset coal production, we're burning 10 wood every time we want to make a coal. It would be much better to mine it. So if we're going to do that, that tree needs to go. And then this road is going to run across to here. You also, let's get smart about prioritizing. These are priorities over the roads. All of this work we'll probably be able to do in Storm, because we're going to have to get rid of all of our woodcutters to get underneath Hostility 3. Do we want to finish Lost in the Woods? Not particularly. It gives us like a little extra stone, but it's not hugely important. Also, you're almost done. That gets us one lizard back. It's a little bit of workforce. I really don't want this to happen. I really do not. Because we barely have the planks to build new buildings right now, let alone repair buildings. Okay, you guys are almost done. You are fetching goods to store. I'm going to hope that means you're almost done fetching goods to store. We cannot make that, so we're going to have to do this. You are done up here, so I can move you over here. You shouldn't have to cut any other trees around that spot. 10 insects, and then you're done. You're idle, so I can free you up. 19 coal. We're really just breaking even on it. That's because I only have one lizard working there, probably. But we're actually starting to stockpile wood. Not a lot. We're stockpiling 2 coal worth of wood right now. But we did produce more wood than we used this season, which means we can mostly do it again. We also have to get a provisioner up, though, which might go here. Could put a provisioner in like this. Oh no, it takes fabric and planks. We're never going to see that building completed. It's a little spiced right now. You have tools in there? No, only coats? Alright, that's fine. I don't know what I expected. Let's drop woodcutters now. so that we don't forget 2 for storm. We can afford to have 2 more keep working, it looks like. Like you and you. We're still at 2. Perfect. Get 2 more lizards into the kiln. Stop favoring. Get someone in there to get some work done. Think about getting 2 harpies up here on mushrooms, although I think I'd rather get a provisioner up. You're low on planks, you're low on fabric. Give me a second person in here so that you can make a fabric just a little faster. And then give me, like, 2 more people in here to make planks a little faster. No, it's still not going to be enough. It's still not enough wood. Also, dirty work is going to cost us 30 coal. We cannot pay that right now, so why don't you go back down to 30? And we'll rely on the mine to get us to 40. This is becoming more and more important in my mind. You're free labor now. Not yet. Let's just focus this and get it done. We open this, next time tools come through. We build a mine, we just shove people in the mine. Are you working on tools? You're still making coats. I'm gonna give you some help then. It's because you can't find planks. Oh, you're making tools now. Okay, you caught up on planks, or you just can't find the wood for it. Okay. Also, we just finished dirty work. I don't know where that 47 coal came from. Should I burn 40 coal right now? Yeah, the mine's about to go up. Just do it. Oh, shit. I need to trim a woodcutter. Get me back under 2. Is Clan Hall the one we need? Clan Hall is the one we need. So absolutely give me that. Clan Hall's going to go down here. And then we'll want to set up Brawling. This is going to eat 20 planks, though. I can't afford to do that right now. +2 to stone production? We just finished stone production. I don't need any of those. Give me minus hostility. I gotta do something to get this hostility under control. Anything to get this hostility under control. And then I need people back into woodcutting. So like all of you are gone. Because you need to get back in here. And where's my second woodcutter's lodge? Here it is. Both of you were getting in there. And then I'm trimming you, so we still have a free builder. 93% done. It's almost done. I'll favor harpies for a little bit. Get their resolve to tick up. I am not at 19 yet. How is such a thing even possible? 14, 15, 16, 17. You are about to make 19, so deliver that after you're done. I'm so tempted to burn oil in the furnace. What does our meat look like? We only have 28. We can't really afford to do it. But man, am I tempted. Just to do anything that gets us off of burning wood for fuel. You making a delivery yet? No, but you're almost done. We can have a lizard be a firekeeper in here if I can find one lizard from somewhere else. Look, you're not going to have a lot to do once we have this new source of coal, so why don't you get ready for your new life? I'll look very briefly. Don't see anything that makes me want to take them. Building is done. You are delivering tools. Did you deliver enough? No. You still have to deliver this stack. This is the more important stack for you to deliver. You've done it. For this purpose, give me woodcutters. Get in there. And I still need to discover a third glade, huh? We can also start to set up housing up here, along with our decorations. This camp is going to move like over here for now. Give me like a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And then I'll put harpy houses up here, I guess. Destroy this road. This needs to get salvaged soon-ish, because I can't fit a house in there. I'm going to have to wait until I get to 8 planks. Do you have anyone who can come help you? No, not really. Well, you can, actually, now that I look at it. Just find someone to help you make a couple more planks. You fit neighborhood, that's minus hostility. Great news. If I can get you to hit neighborhood, then we'd be in a really good place with hostility. Also, once we get 8 planks, I think I'm pulling the trigger. You know, you could kind of cheese it and just bump those out of storage. But I think I'll wait. I think I can afford to be patient. We also need to repair you. No. Do not do that. I gotta repair this place. We gotta start working on training weapons, because training weapons get us lizard resolve, and we should have a ton of excess metal for it. Well, maybe not a ton. Looks like we're actually spending most of it on tools. Okay, fair enough. But eventually that's going to stop, and this grove is just going to keep growing it. But I do need to clear that box. You're at 2. Are you hauling these away yet? 14. Haul it. Don't do that. Just, like, haul those away. And then finish this. Sother's here. I'm not going to have amber for you right now, but give me a little bit, and I would love to buy that clearance totem, my guy. Give me like 20 seconds, and I'll have 30 amber for you. Anything to decrease the amount of time we spend in Storm. Relative to, like, the periods of the game where we can collect lumber. Also, our hostility is really doing quite well now. Did we get a tick of this? No. I don't know where that came from. We gained a rep. Oh, the glade event finished. That's fine. Okay, as soon as you guys are done resting, I need you to come back here and, like, carry some fucking amber. It's very important to me right now. Yeah, you can carry 10 a pop. I need 2 of you to drop it off. It's going to be timed out just right. We have 20. We'll be buying a clearance totem, right? The woodcutter's 20% faster. Could increase our wood throughput. No, clearance totem's way more important. Can I sell stuff that gets us to 12? That's very no. Sother does not buy any of the stuff that we make. This is now empty. Get ready to make a mine. You even have the planks for it. You beauty. So now, what we do is during drizzle and clearance, people work in lumbering camps. During storm, people work in the mine. And that is going to make our workforce go just that little bit further that we need them to go. 4 planks. How do we do on wood this season? Down to 5. Down to 2 coal. Even more concerning. But mine is going up. People can work in mine. We're going to need decorations over here. And we also, like, pumped this place full of people so that we could make more planks. So really, we made good progress on planks this season, is what that comes down to. Alright, coal, we're going to leave you at a limit of 30, and I think this mine is going to take up a lot of the slack. There's 60 in the ground now, and we can upgrade it further. I think we're okay. I think we're out of, like, the panic portion of the game. We have ways to mitigate hostility. They're not great, but we have ways to mitigate hostility. We've solved our critical lumber issues. Oh, you just finished all your insects, huh? Alright, I'll move you down here. We've solved our critical wood issues. We still have wood issues, but I don't think they're as dire as they were now that this mine is up and running. We've sort of solved hostility, where we can spend at least a few more seasons underneath 3 before we really have to deal with a lot of these difficult modifiers. We have a lot of complex food production. I think we're mostly okay for a bit. And clearance takes a little longer. Which means we could even go down to like 2 people in here, and I think they'd have time. Which means we can have 2 people in here. And that is going to solve this problem. And then once that problem is solved, the tools problem will be solved. And once the tools problem is solved, we can open as many glades as we want, because we will have both tools and coal for solving glade events. But man, what a stressful start to a map. Let's cut woodcutters now, so I don't forget later. You can salvage this building to turn 8 planks into 10 planks and get some jerky out of it for yourself. Our last order is... do a bunch of things that we can't do, or make 25 packs of luxury goods? Okay. Hey, to be fair, we do have a means to make flour now, and we probably should set that up. But I don't think I'm going to do either of those orders, to be very honest with you. As soon as you guys are free, you're going to be the labor that builds this provisioner and then works in it. You're good just being one lizard now. You can stay working through Storm. That's fine. It'll be great to get this building cleared. These roads can go. I can rebuild them later if I want to. Should stop favoring you. I don't think it's going to be enough to get everyone through. This is going to be minus 12. Yeah, so if I favored someone through Storm, I don't need to favor someone through Storm anyway. It's kind of a moot point. And then the mine is full. People are working it. I could get really dicey and take a new person if I wanted to. You go to 50. Barrels? Not yet, but it's nice to know you're there. Meat and insects in packs of provisions go to 15. New building. What do we want to see? We said we wanted to see leather workers, so let's take it now. Is that still true? Yeah, it's still true. It's better than clothier. It's definitely better than scribe. Give me a leather worker. The first time in known history that we've actually picked a leather worker. You, I don't even know where you go anymore. Maybe like down here, and then you can come over here, and then you can come over here, and then we can do aesthetics decorations around the side of it. You don't have enough tools yet, that's fine. We don't need the housing. I kind of want to take people then. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I'll take 3 lizards. Why? Because I need people to live in these houses to upgrade the hub. Functionally. We don't have enough people to bump it up to neighborhood, and we want to bump it up to neighborhood to get the hostility reduction. Can't afford to do it again though, and this looks quite a bit worse. How are we doing on leather? Yeah, 250 leather sounds about right. So water skins. Go to like 50. It'll use up a little bit of oil, that's fine. Fabrics? Where else am I getting plant fibers from? From harvesters' camps? Do you get them off of mushrooms? No. I don't know where those are coming from. Don't use them, though. Go to, like, 30 fabrics. Don't make packs of luxury goods. You'd have to use training... You could put training weapons in that, actually. Actually not a horrible idea if we need to make a lot of training weapons to boost resolve. And then also, give me a services building down here now that we're, like, mostly good on planks production, and let's get that started. You can have a second and a third lizard to help in here. Who else needs help? Oh, you can open this cache, huh? Ship it. Cornerstones. Second stack of protected trade. We could also take Firekeeper's Prayer to do Glade events faster. No, protected trade is too good at managing our hostility. We can't not take it. And then let's see, you guys get out of the mines. Come back to work in these woodcutters posts. Maybe I do take people. I shouldn't take people. I don't need to do this. This is excessive. This is also pretty excessive. Why don't you come in here? And then we build a path up here. We're going to put a herbalist camp up here. We're going to send a road around you. Need to wait for planks to repair that, but we are interested in doing so. Alright, that has upgraded. Actually, we need 6 more people to upgrade that to a neighborhood to get the hostility reduction. Maybe I do take people. Maybe I take harpies and lizards. I have no idea if we can successfully manage our hostility after that choice, but I guess we'll find out. Aha. Who knows? Wood kinda recovering. Tools are about to be done, though, because we don't know any other caches on the map. So no glades this season, but next season, probably that glade. And then aesthetics decorations, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've got the planks, don't worry about it for now, but in the future. I need you guys to mine, like, more of the coal. If you can. Corruption is starting to get a little scary, but I think we're fine for now. I think everything is good right now. 7 of 8 decorations. You still need to get built, and then all of you need to get built. That'll push you to neighborhood, though. That's another minus 40. It's not, because you don't have enough people living around it. You might need to, like, move a house. You need 2 more people to live around here. You need 4 less people to live around here. These cost you 5 wood. I don't really want to spend that. Can I trade instead? You don't have the packs of provisions yet to trade. Do we have a trader coming? Yes, 2 minutes. You'll have time. We need to get a stack. We need to get like 2 stacks of protected trade when this trader comes. We need to sell 25 amber worth of stuff. Hopefully she wants to buy mushrooms. How are you guys doing in here? You're about to drop off all the copper we need for metal veins. So we'll be turning that in. Right? No, you're just on break? Okay, now you're carrying stuff. There's metal veins done. +1 to bar production, then some coal and some tools. Doesn't really matter. This is what I'm looking at now. Harpies are ticking ever so slowly because of Trade Hub. Oh, it's gained 1 rep point every time you sell goods? Holy cow, is that good. God, I didn't even stop to read that. That's an incredible perk. You can just buy your way to a victory. Woodcutter's Camp has no suitable trees nearby. Alright, let's fix that. There, you can find some suitable trees up there, I'm sure. And can you reach those? Dude, I did not read that at all. I thought it was like gain 1 global resolve every time you sell goods worth 60. That straight up wins you the game. What an insane perk. Are you done with the packs for provisions yet? Yeah, you sent some off. Thanks for the sub. We can't do any of these. I'm gonna save my amber. It doesn't matter. Get you in here, pick mushrooms, because mushrooms sell well. You are working on decorations, but I still need 4 more people living around it. Also, we're out of planks again somehow. How did this happen? No, you have wood. You do finally get to catch one live, because I'm streaming at bizarro hours for me. You've missed most of the hectic parts. Currently, we're just marveling over how good one of our perks is that I'll show you in a sec. Firekeeper for sure. Make that go a little further. Don't care about tools. Don't care about either of these farms. Do care about selling you like 100 mushrooms. Can I interest you in mushrooms? And what else could I offload to you? Don't really want to do tools. Could do leather. If I make leather fabric using this recipe, it's like 0.56? 0.58 turns into 0.62. So this is actually a profitable recipe to do in the leather worker, which means I am going to take all of my fabric and sell it. And then I'm going to take these 100 mushrooms and sell them. And then I'm going to take a bunch of amber from you. 25, 26, 25. Yeah, I'll throw you like plant fiber. That should have given us 2 stacks of protected trade, which has managed our hostility a bit. It means we can get under 3 next season. Very important. It also almost puts us at a stack of trade hub, and we could probably finish the rest with trade orders that come through during Storm that look appealing. We've also got Clan Hall coming up. Corruption is going to be a problem. That means Blight Post needs to go up now. Wasn't really looking at that. I think we have enough time. Cut those 3. And then... I don't know. I need people to work in this clan hall. But we're a little skeleton shift right now. I could maybe spare one of you, but planks production really is not recovered yet. I could maybe take people out of Woodcutter's Camp, but I am loath to do so. I could maybe shave one person out of the mine, but the mine is offsetting the amount of wood we burn in here. Oh, never mind, you're going to solve it for me. You're idle. You will be working in a blight post. Congratulations. What's the other need that gets fulfilled in here? Religion. So something that makes incense at a decent rate, like an apothecary. That uses both roots and insects, and a little bit of coal. You've convinced me. Also, it makes biscuits, and we have a source of flour now. So it's really all coming together at this point. Except for the fact that we have no planks for this blight post. That's a problem. You are going to use coal for this. You're only going to make like 4. because I don't want to burn a lot of blight rot cysts. And which ones need to go? Honestly, the one in the kiln might go. I don't care about doubling bricks, and there's a better jerky producing building anyway, so you might get burned. You will not. You will absolutely not. I need every doubled plank I can get. Oh, you have a blight rot cyst on you. Also, you're still making fabric. You shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't even be working in that building. So don't burn. Don't burn. Don't burn. And do not burn. Yeah, it's complicated because I work from home, and I functionally work on like a second-hour shift because it's just kind of like where my circadian rhythm is. So I'll wake up and I'll play the daily game, and then by like 1 p.m. I'm ready to start my working day, and then I go to bed at like 2 a.m. Which I understand is not the best for viewing, but it is part of why I wanted to set up like the VODs channel. I want to double the production of ammo in here, so give me a harpy to work in this building. And then do I have people yet? No, not at all. I'm gonna have to take one more group of people in, I think. Maybe once you guys chill on the fabric, I could shave one. Actually, I'm almost positive I could shave one, like, right now. And then that gets me clan hall with no free builder. The dailies are really neat. Some of them are just like, it's a mostly normal game, but some of them have truly bizarre modifiers that have been a lot of fun to work through. Like the one that gave me the most challenge, and this was early on. I haven't played a daily in a really long time. I kind of want to get back into it. The one where you can't build a crude workstation, but you start off with a bunch of like special goods instead. That one took me a long time to figure out how to do successfully. Yeah, let's get all the way under 3. Can I afford to have one person work? Nope. Alright, everyone into the mine this season. Never mind, mine's good. Everyone into the clan hall this season. So you guys get in here. Can I afford to rebuild this yet? Because now is the time. No. But I do have a lot of wood, so why don't you guys get in here and make more wood? And then I want you guys to reserve wood as soon as you see it, so I'm just going to set you in there now. Even though you're not going to have anything to do for a little bit, you will have something to do soon. Oh, it's a really weird one. Keep an eye out for it. It changes the way a lot of your early game picks go. Because usually, this is my strategy, I don't know if it's good, but it's what's been working for me, is pick like 1 to 2 refined items that you can produce really efficiently and then just like make do with the third one. But you can't really afford to do that when you can't build a crude workstation. So your entire like starting production chains have to be picked around like 1 or 2 buildings that are really well optimized. At least that's the way I played it. I don't know if that's right or not. We could do this. Use up like all of our parts, all of our packs of provisions to get basically 2 stacks of hostility. Or 2 stacks of protected trade. Don't hate it. Yeah, why not? You have to wait a while for it, but I don't think we're going to be building any more warehouses. We're not going to be building any more hubs. I might not even open this glade. We're kind of close to winning already. If I can get everyone's resolve to tick like 1 time and I can finish 2 more orders, which we'll definitely do that, and we can definitely do that, and we can definitely do that, I don't think we need to open a single Forbidden Glade this game. I think we can just kind of wrap things up like right here. Assuming you guys get on burning these. Yeah, there we go. We're at 97. I just think they've done a really great job with how every decision you make feels impactful. Like there's games that are good at the start, or there's buildings that are good at the start, there's buildings that are good at the end, but then sometimes that dynamic changes and you pick stuff early that you wouldn't have picked late and vice versa. It's really difficult, like on the back end, to actually balance a game so that those choices are interesting to make, and I think they've done a really good job of it. Which just makes it really fun to play as a result. So you are making training gear forever, basically. Go to like 100. Because I want to use this in packs of luxury goods, I want to use it in the clan hall, I want to use it everywhere I can so we get stacks of training grounds. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, I know. But I truly believe you will find a way. Also, didn't we have like 20 metal and now we just went down to 0? What in the hell? Did you just grab a bunch for tools or something? No? You don't have a ton in there. That's fine. We'll just let the grove grow a bit more of it. Yeah, we have a similar one where we've got mushrooms after rain this game. It's not +1 per 25, but the flat +3 is probably as high as we'd get it off of a tree anyway. So it's worked out to be like roughly the same thing. I think it's going to be really hard to turn down 4 planks. Although a second gear... just give me the planks. And now I think, like, what wins us the game fastest is probably just Stormwalker training. Because it speeds up our trade routes, which speeds up our progress on Trade Hub. So why don't you guys get in here? Why don't you guys get in here? You're going to cut trees for like 10 seconds until we find out what this glade event is, and then you're going to be pulled off that, and you're going to find yourselves working a glade event. But make some progress on it now while you can afford to. Because we're going to need all of the wood we can get still. So this will be glade number 3 and Risky Expedition, which is going to unlock us a building. Dude, this perk is insane. I did not read it carefully. I thought that it was just... Oh no, is this Caged Warbeast? No, it's Convicts. Convicts are going to be very easy at this point in the game. I thought that it was the... Because I haven't really seen it before. I've looked at it, but I haven't really like taken the time to read it. I thought it was just +1 to Global Resolve every time you sell 60 goods. And I was like, it's a win con. You just trade for a while and then you're good. No, it's actually just a rep point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber. It just wins. Like, you just trade and it gives you the reputation directly. It's nuts. Does the order matter here? No, it is going to tank our resolve though, because we're going to decrease impatience by 2. And then as a result, we're going to get... A monastery is really hard to turn down. Green brew just feels really good. So why don't you go here? We'll build you in time. This is a furnace. I don't care, but I also don't think I'll be salvaging you, because I don't need 20 copper either. And then you, we should have... Oh wow, we have a ton of tools, holy cow. And I like that. I like that there is a pivot that you hit, where you're like, okay, economy is in good shape, now I need to figure out a win con. And of like, all of the things it reminds me of, it actually reminds me of Magic the Gathering the most. It reminds me of drafting a Magic the Gathering deck, where you're like, I need a curve, where your curve is your economy, and it's like, make sure that you can produce planks, make sure you can produce bricks, make sure you can produce fabric, make sure you have like some interaction with your resolve, where you've got like a couple ways to make food, a couple ways to take care of needs, and then make sure you actually have a way to win the game. Because your economy doesn't win you the game by default. I mean, it can, but you need to like hard focus your resolve in order to do it. And usually it's like, show me 1 or 2 perks that will allow me to put together some kind of combo that allows me to win. And that's cool, and because they're random, the game is different every time. I've been playing a bit of Frostpunk, and I'll actually probably stream a bit of Frostpunk here in a little bit. Not like tonight, but soon, eventually. And it's good, but I don't feel the same pull that I do in Against the Storm, because all of the games end up feeling the same. where you're like, well, I have the formula down. I have my opening order. And you just do that, and you do reasonably well. And because of the variety of strategies that you have in Against the Storm, it's a lot harder to just pick like a way that you go about winning the game. I've found that I have a lot more success when instead I'm like taking perks that are good as I see them, and I'm looking for synergies between the map and between the species that I have and between the resources that I have available. And it feels great to be rewarded for that and to like plan a strategy and see the strategy come to execution. You guys almost done? I could really use like 3 spare laborers right now. 2 spare laborers right now. Yeah, I'll still play it. I'll do like one playthrough. I'll do all the DLCs and stuff because it is a fun game. It looks great, but I don't think I don't have a conceptualization of how I could do Frostpunk as a daily series, and that's okay. Like, not every series has to be a daily series, but man, Against the Storm, I'm like, I don't know. Conceivably when I would be done with this game. Maybe after Prestige 20, but then still I'd want to come back for the daily challenges and see if any of them are interesting. Yeah, Slay the Spire is very similar. Slay the Spire also has a daily challenge mode, doesn't it? I played it very briefly. I finished like a run. No, I finished more than one. I beat the game like 4 or 5 times. I never got into Ascension, but I did beat like 4 or 5 normal games. And enjoyed it a lot as well. But the setup here is really similar to that. Okay, there's one free reputation just for trading. And then you're going to be 0.75 of a rep, and then I just need someone to tick, and then we'll be good. Fast game. What am I at? Oh, it's going to be hard to tell because I was streaming Guild Wars before this. I'm at 3 hours. This game is not taking 3 hours. Promise you that. How are we still at 0-40 training gears? Because you're eating it all? Are you eating all my training gear in here? Oh, because you didn't have metal, that's why. And I do wonder what that's going to look like for Against the Storm, because I do want to do the Prestige grind. I feel like I'm going to have beaten Prestige 20 and then go back to Viceroy and be like, well, this is pretty easy. I mean, I'm kind of feeling it now on Viceroy, honestly, which is why I kind of meant to do this at Prestige 1, just to push the reputation out a little bit further. I don't know. I'm still not exactly sure. How are we on coal? Only 40? I should probably upgrade this just in... Oh, no. Just kidding. I won't be upgrading this. I ran out of stone. There's more stone. I need you to come over here real quick, just to make sure that our economy does not fail catastrophically. I'm going to take one of you off of this. We are going to go to... You're set to 20 bricks, but take me to 25 just in case. That's not going to matter. Harpies are going to tick resolve. It's going to take a long time, but Harpies are going to tick resolve. Yeah, a sandbox mode would go a long way. And what I was going to say before I got distracted by not having bricks is I'm not sure what me streaming the game is going to look like from a content creator perspective after I'm done with the Prestige grind. Oh wait, how close am I to trade hub? 50? Can I find 50 amber worth of stuff to just offload? Yes, I can just sell all my tools. Here, take some stuff. There we go. It's easy enough. It's one way to do it. I don't know what it's going to look like after I'm done with Prestige, but I'm hoping that the daily challenges will be interesting enough. So I think my plan is going to be max out the Citadel, or max out the Smoldering City, grind to Prestige 20, and then the daily video will just be the daily challenge. And I'll upload that. But we'll see what happens when I get to that point. Anyway, we've got Granary, which I've never really been a fan of. Pickled goods are hard to produce. Pack of crops have like niche usefulness, and 2-star fabric is like other buildings can do it. Supplier I love, because flowers and planks is one building is really good. Manufactory is also pretty nice. Ranwald is a good trader. Back to Nature is like a weird cornerstone, but it's okay. And Guild Catalog's also pretty good. So let's head back to the world map. Hit the Smoldering City. We finished Corrosive Torrent. And that was it. There's not a lot of games that we can run now where we finish like a bunch of deeds all in one game, like before. But we should be able to afford an upgrade or two. Maybe just one. Yeah, only one. Don't really care about resource node charges. Don't care about embarkation bonuses. Timed orders are quite good. We could consider taking them. Yeah, timed orders will make things fun. Let's do timed orders. Yeah, the workshop, I think it's called, is the produce everything all at once. I vacillate a lot on it. If it's like my very first pick, I'll usually take it, but a lot of times I manage to put together like other buildings that produce planks incidentally. Like the supplier is a great example. If you need flour anyway, then take the supplier. It's also a means of getting planks, and like that's fine. No, don't play the Hollow Knight soundtrack. Don't DMCA me. Actually, I'm gonna be done, so like don't actually play anything. But next game is looking like it's going to be this spot, Coral Forest, to get the Dangerous Lands modifier, because we haven't done that one yet. And then we are going to have time to do one more settlement, and I'm not exactly sure what that will be yet, because we're not going to be able to see any other modifiers. So next game is going to be here, and then we'll figure out what we want to do after that. Maybe we'll pick a deed to work on that looks kind of difficult to do, and we'll see if we can get it taken care of. But that's where I'm going to be done for tonight. Streaming tomorrow is not going to be at this hour. I have other stuff going on tomorrow night. It might be another 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. kind of deal, but I will try and switch the hours up a bit in the future so that different people can swing by and see what they think of the live stuff. But that's where I'm going to be done for tonight. So thanks for swinging by. Thanks for hanging out. As always, if you missed the video live on Twitch, you can check it out in the VODs page or on the full VODs channel. And I will catch you guys around next time. Have a good one.